Good morning, Lower Paxton Township, the greater Lingostown area, and every inch of Central Dauphin School District. This is your Local Matters Report. Yes, it's the Lingostown Gazette morning update for Wednesday. Already Wednesday, hump day has arrived. Wednesday, January 23rd, 2019. Again, we're all about local matters here. Everything matters locally, and we talk about local matters. Okay, my name is Bill Bostic, and we're going to fire up right at this very moment the Community Watchdog System. Community Watchdog System is up and running. I'm going to get to your top stories here just momentarily. I want to verify that I am on. Yes, we're live. Okay, well, let me get a look at this so I can see your comments rolling through here. Your top story, by the way, is we had a Central Dauphin athlete last night cross a major milestone. So we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to mute this. All right, and we're going to widen this out. Okay, let's see. All right, now we should be able to see your comments. Good morning, Becky Ryder Craft. Yes, we had a major athletic event last night at Central Dauphin East High School. We'll be telling you about that. Also, want to remind you that we have a great opportunity to honor our vets, our fallen warriors, on Saturday. Our first ever community service project for not just me, not just Crystal Bob, my co-host, but everybody. Everyone can jump in on this. And then just a note, if you're really going to be part of the Community Watchdog System, where's my thing? If you're going to be part of this, I can't find it. Here it is. If you're going to be part of this, right, Community Watchdog System, you need to get the Paxton Herald, so we'll be talking about what that's all about. But first, we're going to go into the Tonino's Pizza Sports Report, High School Sports Report. Tonino's Pizza, one of our longtime sponsors. They have 4 locations in the area, including one at Colonial Commons and one on Progress Avenue near the Susquehanna Township High School. Go check out their margarita pizza. Last night, Central Dauphin Lady Rams, I didn't do a very good job. I can see that. CWS, Community Watchdog System, okay? The Central Dauphin Lady Rams last night defeated the Central Dauphin East Lady Panthers 65-42, but late in the game, Samantha Gress, she goes by Sam Gress, a Central Dauphin Lady Ram guard, a senior, crossed the 1,000-point barrier. She's now a member of the 1,000-point club. There's plenty of video on Lingostown Gazette Facebook page and Lingostown Gazette Sports Facebook page. And during that same game, head coach Randy Gambalungi, who heads up the Lady Rams basketball team, he recorded his 100th win as a Central Dauphin coach. So congratulations to Coach G, as he's known. So on the boys' side, the Central Dauphin boys defeated the Central Dauphin East Panthers at Central Dauphin High last night, 79-61. The Rams, that I believe, are maybe tied for the Commonwealth Division. I say maybe because it's tough to keep tabs on all this stuff, honestly. Penn Live, Patriot News, they don't really keep tabs on that anymore. We haven't found a good website to keep tabs on it. So we're still in the midst of this transition from daily newspaper to something on the internet. But the Rams are 12 wins, 4 losses for the season, 8-3 in the Commonwealth. Again, either in first or second place in that area. Tonight is wrestling. The Central Dauphin Rams will be home against the Harrisburg Cougars, and the Central Dauphin East Panthers will be traveling to Redland. Oh no, they got to go to the West Shore. But I guess they'll survive. Yeah, they'll be over at Redland tonight on the wrestling mat. Now here's, I think there's been some interest in this because I've been advertising it over the last few days. Crystal Bob came up with this great idea about a week ago, off the cuff, unplanned, that we would sponsor some sort of community service project every month and invite everyone to participate. This Saturday, we're going to be involved in the Operation Clean Sweep at Indiantown Gap National Cemetery. There's information on Lingo Sound Gazette Facebook page. It starts at 8, and the game plan is, if you want to participate, and I believe a few of you are going to do that, dress up warmly, have some shoes that you can, go around in the grass and maybe some mud here and there. But show up at St. Thomas Roasters Coffee House sometime between 7 and 7:25. The coffee house opens at 7 o'clock. I hope to be there and get one of the first cups of coffee they serve on Saturday morning. But then we're going to leave St. Thomas Roasters for a caravan over there, carpool if you like, starting at 7:30. So we're there at the cemetery by 8. And apparently everyone will be gathering at the Pennsylvania Memorial there. And there'll be, I was told yesterday by cemetery people that are workers that there'll be someone directing us where to go, and then they'll tell us where to go to pick up the wreaths. So that's what's happening. We pick up wreaths that were put there for Christmas time on the grave sites. So actually my father-in-law is out there and my mother-in-law are buried out there. So I don't know if I'll get over in their section or not. Your last top story, the Paxton Herald. Wednesday is when that comes out. 35 cents. 35 cents on the newsstand. I think it's $12 a year to be a subscriber, which I am. And you'll find out about every little thing happening in our area, because a lot of churches, a lot of public service groups, a lot of everything, they send this stuff in there and it's printed. Now, part of the, let me see if I can do a better job of this. Part of the CWS, the Community Watchdog system, is to make that conversion over from print to doing something similar here on Lingostown Gazette, so that we'll be sort of like the online version of the Paxton Herald. Those are your top stories for today. Again, what you've tuned into, unfortunately, is the Lingostown Gazette morning update. Hopefully it's fortunately. Good morning, David Jones. David Jones, part of, and I blew it because here's what was going on. I was getting some stuff done here. I have a project in the backyard. Men showed up with tanks and equipment and all the, so I had to be out there in the cold attending to these people who are working at my house. My feet are cold. I lost my train of thought. Starting out this show, I didn't say that it's sponsored. Our title sponsor, Consolidated Insurance Services, 6109 Jonestown Road, behind what I call, it's not the official name, but I call it the Carnes Food Plaza. Back there, look for the Erie Insurance sign. Thank you, David Jones. So yeah, this is Lingostown Gazette Morning Update. Also, this is, we're going to move into our CBC cabinetry and flooring. They're over there in the Union Deposit Corridor. This is where quality and affordability come together for all your home improvement needs. CBC cabinetry and flooring. There's always a link on the show notes about this. Our national honoree. Again, I've just assumed that I can establish what the national day of the day is here. Everyone else does. Why can't I? So this is going to be sort of secretive, because the person I'm honoring has nothing to do with this show, doesn't watch it, I think is embarrassed by it occasionally. But I'm going to honor my wife, Barbara Bostic, this morning. She is going to be, for putting up with me and all my shenanigans, she is our National Day of the Day honoree. My daughter and my granddaughter are in the back here taking this in, smiling ear to ear. Okay. She's gonna be thrilled. Yeah, my wife will be thrilled about that. Barbara Bostic, your national honoree. Barbara Bostic. Barbara Bostic. Okay, Lingostown Gazette. We have, I think what I wanted to talk about here is, do you have a smart speaker? How many of you have a smart speaker? We're talking about the Amazon Alexa, Amazon Echo, Amazon Dot. I don't know all the names. And then Google Home. How many of you have one of those? Are you using it? because I'm putting content on there every day. The Lingostown Gazette daily update. And there's information on Lingostown Gazette Facebook page about that. It's through a system called Treble FM. All right, so check it out, would you? That service in part is being sponsored by Kane Mortgage, and we mentioned them. We'll be mentioning them in just a second. Also, I want to make note that I am wearing the Fat Man Clothing Company fleece. FatManClothingCompany.com. Check it out. Anthony Cristillo's company. He is the he actually has 2 residences. Anthony does. He has a home with his family over in Colonial Park. All right, sort of in the area of Crave, the Crave restaurant, in that general area. I won't give it out specifically because I know people will rush over there and want to get his autograph and things like that. But the other place that he resides, every morning except maybe Sunday, he may even stop over there then. He goes to St. Thomas Roasters Coffee House and hangs out on the couch. He has a specific spot, a specific routine, and we do not ever interrupt that. That's Anthony Cristillo. Thank you, Anthony. A proud member of the Com News Inc. That's the company that runs this dog and pony show. He's a member of our board. We're going to move over to another member of our board, Kane Smeltz, in the Kane Mortgage Watchdog Report. Kane Mortgage, of course, are members of the Nationwide Mortgage Licensing System, number 51058. Just a follow-up note on yesterday's discussion about adaptive signal systems. Those are the smart traffic lights that I talked about going into the corridor, the corridor here on Lingostown Road with some of the development around Progress Avenue and Colonial Road. And basically, what was said yesterday was that there's a really, really good chance that those lights will not speed up travel through that area. Hopefully, it won't make it no worse. So check out yesterday's show about that. But you still have, as a citizen, a chance to weigh in on a study that's underway. That's the Route 39 Corridor Study. And this is an advance notice so that you mark your calendars. March 4th, Stray Winds Area Neighbors. That's a local watchdog group that I participate with, and it's been around for 15, 16 years. They're going to be having their meeting. That's a Monday night, 7 o'clock, and they're going to be bringing in the engineers, the traffic engineers who are working on that corridor study. I've had links on Lingostown Gazette Facebook page about you can read up and understand what they're looking at, some of the recommendations that are coming down the pike. Here you have a chance to directly interact with the people doing the study. March 4th, we circle that Stray Winds Area Neighbors meeting. And then we made note of this earlier in the week. The Lower Paxton Township Zoning Hearing Board will be meeting tomorrow night. And if you live in the area south of 22, like at the south of 22 in the Paxtonian area, you may be familiar with Gannett Street, and there's a person looking to get permission to build a structure, most likely a home. I think you have to have a 5 or 6 foot side yard setback. Like, here's your line, you need 5 or 6 feet, and then you can build a structure. I think they want to get closer than that, and they're seeking permission to do that. So if you live in an area, something you care about, that's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, the Township Building on Prince Street. I'm going to wrap up today's show with some community events and community news from St. Thomas Roasters Coffee House. All right. Today, there is a blood drive at Centric Bank on Lingostown Road, 11 until 3. If you're not familiar with Centric Bank, it's located right in front of the Weiss store, where my one friend says We Is store. But Weiss store on Lingostown Road, the front part has a building there at Centric Bank. Does anyone remember what that building formerly was used for? When that building was first put in, what was at that Centric Bank location? Anybody? Put it in the comments right now. What was in the Centric Bank building on Lingostown Road? It's located in front of the Weiss store. Right, but today I only mentioned that's the trivia question for the day, but I only mentioned that because Centric Bank has a blood drive today, 11 to 3. All right, I heard it from the peanut gallery over here. Our featured event this week, of course, is the Lingo Sound Fire Company 2 Soup and Bake Sale. They also have a blood drive going on whenever that is happening. That's this Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. Chicken corn soup, ham and bean soup. The proceeds help our firefighters. And lastly, an event called in to me from Connie Ackrey, the youth group at Epiphany Lutheran Church on Progress Avenue. We'll be having a homemade Italian dinner on the 27th, and that is on Sunday from 5 until 7 p.m. They're going to have, listen to this, homemade items, lasagna, chicken parmesan, stuffed shells, spaghetti with meat sauce, and more. This benefits the youth group at the church, help them with their ministries at the church and the community, help the community as well. So that's this Sunday, 5 to 7, Epiphany Lutheran Church. Now, does anyone answer that? Tom Gingrich, a member of the Lingo Sound Gazette sports crew, volunteer. Tom Gingrich got it right. Ding, 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 ding. Blockbuster. Blockbuster Video. Wow, things have really changed. How many of you use VHS videos or Betamax? Huh? How many of you do that? That's about it. I better get going. I have no idea what's happening time-wise. You've been watching, you've been consuming today's edition of Lingo Sound Gazette Morning Update, brought to you by Consolidated Insurance Services. Look for the Erie Insurance sign over there in Paxtonia, Jonestown Road. I am Bill Bostic, your wannabe Walter Cronkite, signing off one more day. We'll see you tomorrow. I always do this at the end. My mouth gets crazy. I'll be joined tomorrow by the lovely Crystal Bob, my co-host over at St. Thomas Roasters, and she will be doing a solo show on Friday. I get the day off. Yippee! All right, have a great Wednesday. See you, and be sure to get that Paxton Herald, would you? Have a good one. Let's see if I can turn this off again.